Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is the 211th hour, the 211th time we've been around the sun together. It's the 211th episode of the What Are We Doing podcast, and guess what? I figured it out, dude. You didn't hit the subscribe button yet.
What are we doing?
And unfortunately, that's not gonna fly. So before we proceed into today's inevitable viral topics that we're going to be discussing, I need you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the hype button if you have it, if you can find it. It's disappeared for me. It only shows up sometimes. I don't know, YouTube, they might have taken it away. I don't know, but if you can, hit the share button and the hype button and the like button, subscribe button. It helps the episode out every single time. Thank you, because like 98% of those of you listening right now haven't done any of those things, let alone one of them. So if you could do me a favor, just do one, that'd be great. Thank you. So listen, I'm on a bender, babes. I'm on a 12-day just full-blown run of nonstop, where if it is not the 9 to 5, the 5 to 9, I mean, it is just all day, every day, there's something going on. No days off in October.
What are we doing?
I mean, it is a situation where October is probably, for me at least, one of the busiest months. So, you know what I mean? I've been on I'm approaching my 12th day here, coming up very soon. But at the end of it, you know what I mean? It'll be at least 3 to 4 to 5 weddings and events, podcasts, episodes, social media, websites, the whole meetings, marketing, everything going on. It's just a nonstop roller coaster that we've been on for these last 9 days. Case in point, last week, okay, when I was done recording the podcast last week, I drove to the rehearsal of our wedding for Saturday. Then Saturday, I went and we did the damn thing, you know, providing the services for the bride and groom. It was a good day overall. Did the caterer drop the ball? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
Let me explain something to you folks. If you're planning your wedding in or around the central PA area, or just the East Coast in general, or it just doesn't even matter. We don't need to put a location barrier on it. If you're planning your wedding and you have not yet paid in full for your caterer, and your caterer is no one other than Mission Barbecue, get your money, get your planning, tell them how many guests you have, and immediately hire Mission Barbecue for your wedding caterer.
What are we doing?
Let me explain. They come with a full staff. You're going to have plenty of people there to serve, set up, and tear down. They're going to come with food that you need. You get the shredded beef, the shredded chicken, the rolls, the cornbread, the different sauces, the veggies, the sides, the same veggies and sides that the other catering companies are going to bring. The only difference is it actually tastes good.
What are we doing?
In the last 2 weeks, we have provided services for 2 weddings that have just completely dropped the ball on the catering front. The first wedding we went to where the caterer dropped the ball was this tiny mom and pop shop catering organization. And guess what? They took 2 weddings on the same day. Should they have? I don't think so, because they were short-staffed at our wedding. They didn't have enough kitchen space. The kitchen that the venue provided only had like 1 oven. So by the time they got there and got the food heated up, it was late. There was a line. People waited. It was like a whole 2-hour process. The food was disgusting. The bride and groom didn't even order what they got, like the food that they ordered from the caterer. That's not what we got at the wedding. It was so bad that they had taken the leftover raw cold broccoli from cocktail hour that came from the veggie tray and put that out on the dinner line just because it was something at least somewhat edible for the guests to consume.
What are we doing?
And so with that whole 2-hour debacle, of course, me and my team came in, saved the day, made it a fantastic wedding for the bride and groom. Of course, it's what we do. And so then fast forward to this past week, Saturday's wedding again, I have the inkling. I now have this feeling I get. I go to my partner, I say, hey man, wouldn't it be something? I have a feeling like something is going to go wrong with catering again this week. And I don't know if me just putting that out there into the universe caused it to happen. But lo and behold, this other caterer from the other wedding, their oven's broke. They have a whole system. They have a whole kitchen. Well, half of their oven shut down. So they were only operating at half capacity. So the food wasn't even at the venue. The food was supposed to be at the venue at 4:30. Then they told us 5. And then it wasn't until 6:30 that the caterers showed up and were able to serve everyone in the room dinner. It was half decent. Man, it's just hire Mission Barbecue.
What are we doing?
I'm done. Don't do it fancy anymore. Don't do the number one place that you see at all of the wedding shows. Don't do what your friends tell you to do. Don't do the mom and pop shop catering because you really like their food. Because guess what? They're going to cook it in the morning and then it's going to sit till 4 p.m. That's when dinner time is. And it's not going to be as good when you eat it fresh when you go to the tasting. I'm telling you, the only option for your wedding catering, it's especially in this area now, the safe bet is freaking Mission Barbecue, dude.
What are we doing?
We've had so many issues with these caterers, let alone even if we don't have issues, the food's just not that good. Because at the end of the day, they're dumping canned corn into a serving tray. They're using box mix for the stuff. Like, it is a situation where a lot of these catering companies are just throwing together their operation. I'm telling you, call Mission Barbecue.
What are we doing?
And that was only day, 2 of the weekend? We're only to Saturday. Then we get to Sunday. And Sunday, let me tell you what. Sunday was my friend Kaisa's wedding. So, of course, I said, Kaisa, it's my wedding gift to you. I'm not going to charge, let's go. I'm DJing the whole thing. We're going to have a good time. Leave it to me. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I got you. Like, the friends discount is essentially what was in place there. And so naturally, to show their appreciation, my friend Kaisa, her new groom, her new husband, Paul, congratulations to you guys. It was a wonder meeting Paul in person. Unfortunately, much like most of our relationships nowadays, they start online. And then sometimes we're lucky if we actually get to meet them in person. And so I got to meet Paul. I got to meet their family, their friends. Binks was there. Haven't seen him in 5, 6, 10 years. So I got to pet him. And at the end of the day, Kaisa and Paul, it was an incredible wedding. The venue was beautiful. Ceremony was great. The reception was great. The food was good. They were smart. They didn't hire Mission Barbecue, but they hired a Common Good Pizza Company. And really, honestly, you can't go wrong with pizza at a wedding. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
And so that was banging. It was a beautiful day. And to show their appreciation, you know what I mean? Because when sometimes you offer your services free of charge, you know what I mean? It's just, whatever. Sometimes you don't expect anything. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't. And so naturally, the only thing that you need to know about my man Paul is that he loves Pokemon cards. He has a collection, and apparently, according to him, which I take his word for it, his collection is graded and worth a shit ton of money.
What are we doing?
I think he might have a $40,000 Gengar card, I'm pretty sure. So to show their appreciation for my services on their wedding day, my man Paul and Kaisa, they hooked me up. My man Paul gave me a graded 8.5 Gengar fossil, I think 1999 fossil limited release, something along those lines. I'm such a bad friend. I don't have it here in the studio. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. But I mean, this thing, it's in mint condition. And I mean, just shout out to my friend Paul for giving me this card. It'll be the second vintage hollow Pokemon card from the fossil set that I've been given to out of the kindness of the owner's hearts this year alone.
What are we doing?
So I'm essentially collecting the 1999 Pokemon fossil deck. but I'm not paying a penny for it. So if you have any of the holos or chases or commons or whatever, if you have any of the fossil 1999 Pokemon card set and you just want to give them to me, I prefer graded, but if they're loose, that's fine too. I'm taking donations. Because it's just my life and my luck. You know what I mean? I won one on Twitter, and then my friend gifted me one from his collection. We looked it up, okay? We looked it up. We had to. I went to eBay. I searched for the grading company. I think it was CGC. I searched 8.5, Gengar, Holo, 1999, Fossil. The card's worth $30,000.
What are we doing?
My man Paul gave me a Pokemon card worth $30,000, and I mean, I when I opened it in the car, I literally text Megs. I have the text. I teared up. I cried. I sat in my car as a grown 30-year-old man and cried real actual tears because my friend, who was so appreciative of me and my services, it was their wedding day, beautiful day, congratulations. He gifted me, can you believe this, a $30,000 graded 8.5 holo gem mint 8.5 Gengar card, $30,000.
What are we doing?
So basically, I'm going to sit on it. You know what I mean? I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to let that value rise. And I think in like what, babes, 1 or 2 years, it'll be easily worth 50 to 100 grand. I think we just keep it. The hobby or the scalping is going to continue to go up, you know what I mean, in price and value. That value raises the roof. Now my $30,000 Gengar card is worth like $190,000. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
So that's what friends do. That's what friends do. Friends give friends graded Pokemon cards that are worth 30 grand. It's just what happens. And that was just Sunday. That was just the third or fourth day of my 12-day rally. We're still in it now. And then Monday, out of the kindness of my heart, I volunteered my time and I went and DJ'd a little trunk or treat event that a couple of local preschools put on. It was a huge event. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people showed up. Food trucks, tractor rides. And then, of course, we ended the night, okay, with the kids. We did a little K-pop Demon Hunter dance party for the kids. They loved it. I'll be back next year.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? So it's been a wild ride. We've been busy bees over here. And we're going to continue. I think we've got another one on Sunday, another one on Saturday after that. We got weekend after weekend all the way through. Then we hit corporate holiday parties in December, and then come the new year, we're doing it all over again, babe. So, man, oh man, we've been busy. We're gonna be busy, and if you're not busy, hey, get busy.
What are we doing?
So, the holidays are coming, you know? It's that time kind of soon now. So, the holidays are coming. They're right around the corner. We've got Halloween next week. Then we got Thanksgiving, and then, of course, Christmas and New Year's to follow. And so naturally, before we get to Black Friday, the first thing we need to do, because it is such an important topic at this exact point in time in this country, grocery prices are through the roof.
What are we doing?
So naturally, we have to advertise and run promotions around what grocery store establishment can provide the cheapest Thanksgiving meal for families this year in America. Because in a time where grocery prices are through the roof and, you know, donations to ballrooms are also through the roof, it is, you know, imperative that the American people can afford their Thanksgiving meal this Thanksgiving. So we've collected a few. Establishments. We're going to go through them here in quite a second, of places that are advertising their cheap Thanksgiving meals. Maybe if you have not decided already, you can go get yours at one of these spots. First that came right out the bat, okay? The first one to kick it off, and then everyone else followed suit. Aldi's, okay? If you got Aldi's, get yourself a quarter, get yourself a cart, and go shopping at Aldi's. Apparently, it's cheap. My mom does her grocery shopping there. Shout out to Sandy Dunkel. This year for Thanksgiving, Aldi's has, you can host your family of 10 for just $40. And that's going to be the theme. of this year's Thanksgiving meal bundle. Okay, stick with me. It's going to be how many people we can serve for X amount of dollars. So kicking it right off out of the gate, probably one of the best promotion. Aldi's Thanksgiving, $10. I'm sorry, 10 people for $40. Okay, Thanksgiving is about gathering with loved ones, and Aldi is here to help you with a full table without stretching your budget. Get your main dishes, sides, drinks, and desserts, all at prices that make you grateful before the first bite. Not sponsored. Shop at Aldi's.
What are we doing?
So with the Aldi's dinner, you get not only a 14-pound Genio turkey. Okay, I mean, it's a big boy. You get a pack of rolls, cranberry sauce, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, gravy, sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole. They love their casseroles. Stuffing, and a pumpkin pie. And early reports of people who have already purchased this meal deal, it's live right now. You can go get it right now. I think it comes out to like $38 to $39 actually. So it's actually under 40 depending on where you live. So, I mean, right out the gate, Aldi's comes swinging. And so then the second one that we saw released this year was the Costco meal deal. And theirs, let's see what theirs comes with. Let me just find it because my link isn't working. Here we go. For Costco, you can pre-order this right now. You are going to get a 5 pounds of all-natural, free-range, Amish farm-raised, skin-on turkey breast. What
are we doing?
Hey, I don't think that's the quality of turkey you're getting from Aldi's. You've got my attention, Costco. You get 5 pounds of turkey, so you're probably not getting a whole turkey. You're just getting like pre-sliced, which is fine. 3 pounds of mashed potatoes, turkey gravy, mac and cheese, sweet corn, green bean casserole, St. Clair dressing / stuffing, a pack of cranberry relish, dinner rolls, an entire pumpkin pie, and a tray of apple cobbler. A little bit more than Aldi's. Costco's looking good. How much do they feed? This dinner serves a family of 8, so 2 people less than Costco. And what does this say here? It originally cost $270 on sale, $70 off, $199.
What are we doing?
It costs you like 4 times the amount at Costco for your Thanksgiving dinner than it does Aldi's. Costco was like, look, babes, people were paying $40 just to get into the door of our establishment. So there's no way we can charge $40 for a whole turkey and everything else. Those people, Aldi's, they're idiots. It's $199 here at Costco. Hey, our customers drive Teslas.
What are we doing?
I'm sure there's people that drive Tesla that also go to Aldi's, but at the end of the day, it's a little steep. If you've got $200 and only 8 people to feed, Costco might be your move. Or if you need it to be even cheaper than Aldi's, okay? Aldi's is being outbid by Walmart, okay? So at Walmart, here's their deal. Thanksgiving for under $4 a person. You do the math on Aldi's, it's $4. Walmart, under $4.
What are we doing?
So for an estimated total of about $38, you're gonna get the same. I mean, it's basically the same deal as Aldi's. So pick your poison. I think Walmart owns Aldi's anyway. So hey, you know, you get the butterball turkey, 10 to 16 pounds, fresh cranberries, russet potatoes, gravy mix, golden sweet whole kernel corn, baby cut carrots, green beans, the condensed cream mushroom soup, the crispy onions for the casserole for the green beans, the stovetop mixing stuff, the bag of rolls, the pumpkin pie mix, the sweetened condensed evaporated milk for the pumpkin pie, and the pie crust for the pumpkin pie. Here's the thing. Walmart expects you to do all the work.
What are we doing?
Essentially is what this list tells me. The pumpkin pie's not even put together, let alone baked. And you got to put together all the stuffing. You got to put together your own green bean casserole at Walmart. If you're looking to do all the work but pay way less, you know what I mean? I guess that's what you're paying for. If you want the stores to prepare your food for you, you got to pay more. If you're willing to do the work, boom, bam, chicken slam. It's a $30 Thanksgiving meal at Walmart.
What are we doing?
It's where we're at. And then, of course, Giant. Now, Giant, these sneaky bastards at Giant, they're advertising an impossible $20 Thanksgiving meal for like 8 people, I think, 8 or 10 people. Here's the scam, though. You get the turkey, but Giant's not including that in the price because you need 400 bonus points and you get a free one. So AKA turkey's technically free, but like also at the end of the day, to get those 400 bonus points, what do you got to spend? $400?
What are we doing?
How much money do you have to spend for 400 bonus points? You know what I mean? So like, is the turkey free? Giants adds a little scammy, but they'll give it to you for 20. You get the free turkey, a box of stuffing, a gravy jar, heat up rolls, 2 mashed potatoes. You get 2 sides. You get mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese. You get canned vegetable, cranberry sauce, and 1 sweet potato is 69 cents. So you're most likely going to need more than a sweet potato. Giant assumes I think you can get like 2 or 3 for the pound for 69 cents. But like at the end of the day, a little scammy, but if you shop at Giant, get your holiday. It's holidays, it's $20.
What are we doing?
But I mean, if you're looking for the ultimate, if you want the ultimate Thanksgiving Day meal, I'm telling you, I've said it last year. I'll say it again when the day happens, inevitably. But at the end of the day, if you want the ultimate Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, any day of the week meal, like this is a serious hack, you go nowhere other than honey baked ham for your ham and turkey.
What are we doing?
You go nowhere. You don't go to Giant. You don't go to Costco. You don't go to Aldi's. You go to honey baked ham. And you get it by the slice. If you have a bunch of people, you get a half or a whole turkey, a half or a whole ham. But if it's just 2 of you, staying at home for Thanksgiving or Christmas this year, even better. Go to Honey Baked Ham. They sell it by the slice, by the pound. You get 2 pounds. It's good enough. You put it in the oven for literally 2 minutes because it's already cooked. The turkey, the ham, put it in the oven, heat it up for 2 minutes, no more than that, or it'll dry out. You get nice little crispy, sweet, crackly, crusty bits on the end, and it's the most delicious ham and turkey you've ever had. It costs just as much as a regular ham and turkey. You don't got to bake it. You don't got to worry about seasoning it. It's the best if you take honey baked ham or honey baked ham turkey to your Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner and or anywhere else you go this holiday season. I mean, you're going to be the hit. They also have sides. Those are okay. We've tried them, but we like making our own sides. We get the honey baked ham, and then we can easily make mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, green beans, and any other sides that we want to make. It takes like 5-10 minutes to make a side at home for Thanksgiving, and your dinner's done.
What are we doing?
I'm telling you. It's going to be a drive. The only one is the one on the Pike. So you got to drive to Mechanicsburg to get to Honey Baked Ham. I think there's obviously other locations, but the closest one, I think, to anyone in Central PA might be Mechanicsburg. I don't think Lancaster has one. I think we have it's why it's a big, well-kept secret, because we have like one of the only establishments. You walk right in, you get it by the slice, you get it by the pound, you get a honey baked ham this year. And I promise you it'll be the most delicious thing you put on your plate at Thanksgiving time. Get the rest of the stuff at Aldi's or Giant, whatever, get it there, that's fine, but get the meat from honey baked ham. It's the best, well-kept secret of any holiday. It takes 2 minutes to heat up in the oven. Toss it in the microwave for 30 seconds. You'll never know. You just need to heat it up. Take the chill off. Even if you let it sit out on the counter, it'll be plenty warm to eat with everything else. You don't even need to heat it up. It's delicious. It's honey baked ham. Sponsor me.
What are we doing?
So as Donald Trump continues to run the United States of America, if that's what you want to call it, the pardons just continue. Anytime it financially benefits Donald Trump or any of his family members or any of his close friends or business partners, the pardons just get signed, baby.
What are we doing?
That's why Joe Exotic's not out yet. Joe Exotic hasn't been pardoned by Donald Trump because he can't really offer him anything. I mean, at the end of the day, there's not a multi-million-dollar Joe Exotic fund that can like donate money to the Republicans. The only thing that Joe Exotic really has is his love for tigers and his music. And so, you know what I mean? He's made plenty of songs about Donald Trump, but that's really pretty much all he's got. So at the end of the day, it's not looking good for our friend Joe, but it is looking good for criminal billionaire CZ, the CEO of Binance, aka a crypto exchange.
What are we doing?
And so a little bit of backstory for those of you who don't know, when Donald Trump became president again, he announced a company called Washington something financial. Basically, Donald Trump started his own crypto company, or at least his family did. His name, it's in Trump's name. It's Washington Financial. I'll put it on the screen. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's just another way for Trump and his friends to continue to make billions and billions of dollars. And so with this new crypto company, they weren't just going to come swinging out the gate acting like they knew what they were doing, like they did with Trump Mobile. They basically decided that they needed a partner, and who better to partner with than a criminal mastermind himself, Mr. CZ, and the folks over at Binance. If you remember the term and name Binance, they're basically the main competitors of Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. It would have been Sam Bankman-Fried that would have been released and partnered with Donald Trump. But I think he said some very not so nice things about Mr. Trump, and I don't think he likes Sam Bankman-Fried very much. So the partnership naturally came with CZ and Binance. And so with the whole $4 billion historical plea deal that CZ and Binance came to with the United States government after admitting to wire fraud, they then paid $4 billion. CZ went to prison, and now, boop, he's out of jail because Donald Trump gave him a pardon, because we need him to continue operating we need him to continue operating Donald Trump's crypto chain. Here's more on the story, right?
Founder of Binance, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, and a supporter of the Trump family's crypto business. The president was pressed late today if connections to his own family's crypto business played into this pardon.
That's right.
And here's Rachel Scott on that.
Tonight, President Trump facing new questions about his latest pardon. Crypto billionaire Changbang Zhao, an influential supporter of the Trump family's crypto business, pleaded guilty to money laundering in 2023. Zhao, known as ZZ, created Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange.
Yeah.
Prosecutors say he turned a blind eye, allowing money to flow to terrorists, cybercriminals, and child abuse.
Now, just would you look at my man? Does this look like the face of a guy who would, you know what I mean, allow money on purpose to flow to terrorists, criminals, and cyber criminals, and child abusers? I mean, does this guy looks like does he look like he's friends with child abusers?
What are we doing?
Should have kept him locked up.
Through its platform. Binance paid a $4 billion fine. After serving 4 months in prison last year, Zhao helped strike a deal in May with the Trump family's crypto venture, World Liberty Financial. Today, the president was pressed about
World Liberty Financial is the Donald Trump family-run crypto. Winklevoss twins have some form of involvement, I'm sure. It's a World Liberty Financial, the latest scam from Donald Trump in order to make billions and billions of dollars. It's no question that World Liberty Financial received a $2 billion investment from CZ and Binance. Coincidence that he's now out of prison? I think not.
He issued the pardon.
Today you pardoned the founder of Binance. Can you explain why you chose to pardon him, and did it have anything to do with his involvement in your family's?
Which one? Who is that?
The founder of Binance. He has an involvement in your own family's crypto
one,
business.
Yes. I believe we're talking about the same person, because I do pardon a lot of people.
Pretend like you don't know.
He was recommended by a lot of people. A lot of people say that. Are you talking about the crypto person? A lot of people say that he
doesn't even know his name
of anything. He served 4 months in jail, and they say that he was not guilty of anything. That what he did. Well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about. You know nothing about nothing. You fake news. But let me just tell you.
the way that this man, this grown man who has ascended himself to the highest authority that this country has ever seen, is just incredible. When it comes to Donald Trump and the way he handles these reporters, if he does not like your question, if he does not like your network, and if he does not like you as a person, he is not afraid to basically publicly humiliate and shame you in front of the entire room. There are professionals, his cabinet, the administration, other reporters. I mean, there are so many people in that room. And Donald Trump, because she is simply asking a question that would simply implicate that there is any amount of wrongdoing within the Trump family, like, hey, it's kind of weird that CZ and Binance gave you a $2 billion investment into your, World Liberty Financial crypto scam company that your son Eric's running. And it's kind of a coincidence that now he's been pardoned and let out of jail. It would seem, Mr. President, that a $2 billion check would be enough to buy a pardon in this country. Yes or yes.
What are we doing?
And then naturally, Donald Trump just will continue to insult your intelligence, tell you know nothing about crypto, your network's fake news, you know nothing as a person.
You know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing. You fake news. But let me just tell you that he was somebody that, as I was told, I don't know him. I don't believe I've ever met him. But I've been told by a lot of support. He had a lot of support. And they said that what he did is not even a crime.
David, and tonight, President Trump continuing to face questions about Zhao and his ties to the Trump family's crypto ventures. Tonight, the White House is defending this move. Press Secretary...
You heard it here first, folks. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, just said that wire fraud and money laundering is not a crime in the United States of America.
What are we doing?
But it's at the end of the day, the only thing that Donald Trump really cares about is two things. The only thing that he's been ranting about, the only thing he's been talking about, the only thing that he has Caroline Leavitt talking about is two things. One, him getting into heaven, and two, his stupid new ballroom. Okay? And Trump getting into heaven, by the way, he thinks he's going to hell. At the end of the day, Trump thinks because he's done so much evil in this world with the bombs and the war and everything. He doesn't think he's getting into heaven. And what's inevitably going to happen is he will probably, in my opinion, most likely end up in hell. But the issue is all of his friends are going to be there. Elon will be there, Steve Bannon, JD, all of his friends who have gone before him will be there too. So when Trump gets there, he'll be like, oh shit, all my friends are here. And he'll think hell is actually heaven.
What are we doing?
He'll be like, I actually went to heaven because all my friends are here. What a coincidence. And he'll think heaven is hell, just like the same way he thinks he's running this country, like the way it is now, right?
What are we doing?
And so, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Donald Trump's necessarily gonna get his golden card into the pearly white gates if he doesn't stop posting AI videos of himself pooping on protesters. Now, I understand. I fully understand. If there were 300,000 people marching in the street at a No Kings March and protests to me, in Chicago or wherever it happened, yeah, I'd probably post an AI generated video of me in a fighter jet, like Top Gun with the music on, and then the poop coming down on the people and it being gross and Trump smiling and laughing the whole way through. I'd post that on social media 100%. But the issue is, I'm not the president of the United States.
What are we doing?
And the fact that we have to keep saying that every week with something new happening, it's not looking good. Okay, so will he make it into heaven? Who knows? I know as soon as he opens his ballroom, he probably will. Which at the end of the day, by the way, it was 250 million. He needs 100 million more now. It's 350. So he called on his friends. All the companies you know and love have donated to get this ballroom built. I'm talking Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, the Winklevoss twins for some reason, major Fortune 500 companies that you and I use and know, the money that you spend on their products is going directly from their wallet into the pocket of Donald Trump to pay for this ballroom, aka your money, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Congratulations, you now own a $350 million ballroom.
What are we doing?
Essentially, you know what I mean? But hey, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, NBC, all of these organizations will do anything for one, a tax cut, and two, happy smile times from Zaddy Trumpets, the commander-in-chief, because at the snap of his fingers, we saw it with Kimmel, he can have you taken off the air. He can have you shut down. He can put tariffs on all your products. He can do a magnitude of things, which he has been doing to the people that he doesn't like or companies that don't play ball, that would negatively impact said companies. So what better way for them to donate to his grand old Mac Daddy ballroom than to play ball? And so the funny thing about the ballroom is Trump told people that it wasn't going to disturb the current infrastructure of the White House. They weren't going to do any demolition, make any changes to the White House as it currently stands. And then immediately this week started demolition and tearing down the east wing of the White House.
What are we doing?
And so now the biggest story and the biggest thing that Caroline Leavitt needs to prove to the world is that Donald Trump isn't the first president to tear down and rebuild and approve upon the White House. She went to the press, she had a slideshow, she had a poster board, and now on the official White House website, if you go to whitehouse.gov/about the White House /the White House, you will see a full timeline, a full slideshow, a full history, if you will. Let's take a look of demolition and additions to and things that other presidents, not just Donald Trump, have done to the White House along the way within this nation's history. The timeline goes as followed. Obviously, design plans commence, you know what I mean, the 1700s, 1800s, George Washington builds the first White House. Then the War of 1812 happens. It burns down. They have to rebuild it. Okay, follow along. Stick with me. It's a history lesson. It's Wad Pod history this week, okay? So then we got in, 1824, the addition of the South End. In 1830, the addition of the North End. And then in 1902, the addition of the West Wing. And then after that, in 1908 or 1909, the addition of the Oval Office was set into place. In 1913, the addition of the Rose Garden. They built the Rose Garden in 1913. In 1942, the addition of the East Wing. In 1952, a total reconstruction of the White House happened. In 1970, the addition of the briefing room happened. In 1998, the Bill Clinton scandal. President Bill Clinton's affair with intern Monica Lewinsky was exposed, leaving the White House. Perjury investigations. The Oval Office was fueled with impeachment for obstruction.
What are we doing?
And then we get into a 2012 Muslim Brotherhood visit from President Barack Obama. Then in 2020, First Lady Melania Trump oversaw the privately funded construction of a 1,200 square foot tennis pavilion on the South Lawn. So that was a new constructed building that no one got up into a tizzy about.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? And then moving right along with more things that happened at the White House. In 2023, cocaine was discovered during Biden's administration. The United States Secret Service discovered a small zippered plastic baggie containing cocaine in the West Wing of entrance lobby. Speculation has pointed to Hunter Biden, an admitted drug user. Additional evidence includes a laptop seized in 2019, which contains photos of frequent drug use alongside emails about foreign business deals, the Ukraine and China, involving his father, Joe Biden, while he was vice president.
What are we doing?
And then in 2024, we had Trans Day of Visibility with titties on the front lawn with Joe Biden. And then, of course, construction concluded in 2025 with the North and South flagpoles, thanks to Donald Trump. In 2025, Donald Trump also did renovations, about $2 million worth to the Rose Garden. Also this year, renovations to the Oval Office. And, of course, East Wing renovations for the all-new $350 million ballroom. So, folks, that is a slideshow on the White House website. You can see the history and full timeline of things that have happened and parts of the White House that have been constructed throughout the years, with a couple of, tizzies thrown in there.
What are we doing?
I mean, this administration is a goddamn It is. You know what's actually more funny than Bert Kreischer himself is this administration, the White House and Donald Trump and his team of goons are better and funnier comedians than like the current Rogan, like Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer.
What are we doing?
I'm not even joking. The fact that they are attempting to combat the negative press of Donald Trump tearing down the East Wing of the White House in order to make room for the new $350 million ballroom that Apple and all of our new companies are paying for, with a slideshow of a historical and accurate depiction with pictures and a paragraph and a year and a title of all the times presidents before him made renovations to the White House. And then within that, put the Bill Clinton scandal, President Obama getting visited by the Muslim Brotherhood. Apparently they have ties to Hamas and terrorist organizations. I don't know. It's a troll. It's cocaine discovered in the White House with Hunter Biden on the same timeline as the history of construction of said White House.
What are we doing?
I mean, folks, it's a reality TV show waiting to happen. If we do not get a Netflix documentary in the next 10 to 15 years of the things that Donald Trump did while president of the United States, this time around especially, call it a second time around.
What are we doing?
And just go through all of the ridiculous shit that Donald Trump has done. And by the way, we're only 3 months in.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? So it's crazy. And I mean, at the end of the day, politics are still the same. I mean, the mayor race, the mayor of New York City race is heating up. Okay. You've got 3 dudes. You've got our boy Mamdani. Okay. And he's pretty much, listen, the Cauchy ratio of who's going to win and who you should bet on, it's like 90-1. It's like 90% win rates on Cauchy for our boy Mamdani to win.
What are we doing?
So if you got money, if you got 1,000 laying around, if you're one of Mamdani's friends, put it on Cauchy, and as soon as he wins the mayor of New York City, then boom, bam, you got it. You got the money. Then we've got some old guy named Curtis, and of course, crawling back out of the depths of the sewers of New York City, we have none other than Andrew Cuomo. And for those of you who don't know or forget or don't remember, Andrew Cuomo was, I think, pretty sure convicted of some Me Too stuff back in 2020, 2021, where he was basically being a little too inappropriate with his whole campaign team and essentially was booted and scooted and disgraced and canceled as a politician, and we kicked him out. He's apparently, no one likes Andrew Cuomo, but now he's back.
What are we doing?
And that just leads me to my next conclusion. I'm almost positive if with Andrew Cuomo being back as a nominee for mayor of New York City, I think he was like governor, he was something else before. The fact that he is back as a nominee of mayor in New York City, especially with everything and him being canceled happening just like, 4 years ago, I think Donald Trump, all his billionaire friends, all of his Republican friends, Andrew Cuomo, Elon Musk, Steve Bannon, anyone in Donald Trump's circle, they all got on a Zoom call and they unanimously decided that they were just going to reset and forget that 2020 and the entire pandemic ever happened.
What are we doing?
All of the illegal PPP loans that the people in the government got, those went away. All the cancellations, all of the crimes, your pardon, it doesn't matter. You can run for mayor. I'm telling you, there was a Zoom call with the billionaires of the United States and all of their close friends, Andrew Cuomo included. And listen, if it happened in 2020, 2021, it's forgiven. Just come back like it never happened.
What are we doing?
Because here we are. So fingers crossed and Lord prayers to the sky that Andrew Cuomo doesn't become the mayor of New York City again. And, we're all kind of just really rooting and cheering for Mom Donnie. So let's fingers crossed that the Cowshe prediction is accurate this time around. And so what better way to learn about these candidates? I know what you're saying, Levi. I have no idea who Mom Donnie is. I have no idea who Curtis Sliwa is. I have no idea who Andrew Cuomo is. Let's learn. They just had a debate, and with some very heavy-hitting questions, the nominees for mayor of New York City were met with this just the other day. Let's take a look.
Its parades. Okay, gentlemen, New York City loves its parades, and the mayor is often front and center. You have all said that you want to be mayor for all New Yorkers. So will you march in all the parades that mayors have traditionally marched in, or are there any that you would boycott? Mr. Sliwa?
I think a mayor has a responsibility, whenever possible, to march in parades, to celebrate whatever that parade is performing as. I've been a Grand Marshal of the Pulaski Day Parade. I was proud to celebrate my Polish heritage.
Are there any that you would boycott, though? I just need to move this along.
Excuse me?
Would you boycott any of the city's parades?
No, I would not boycott any parades.
Mr.
It's the mayor's
Cuomo, would you
responsibility
boycott?
to be available to all racial, ethnic, and religious groups. No.
All parade lives matter. All parades matter. All parades matter. And this man is doing his hardest to just pull from the playbook of answers, because this is the most ridiculous question. New York City parades? What's the mayor going to do when they have a parade? Let's see what Mr. Cuomo would do.
I wouldn't unless they discriminated.
Okay. Mr. Mamdani.
There are many parades that I would not be attending because I'd be focusing on the work of leading this city.
Oh, Mom! Donnie with the answer Curtis wanted. Curtis wanted that answer. That's the answer Sliwa was looking for. Curtis Sliwa was looking for that exact answer, but instead he said that, you know what I mean, all parades matter. LGBTQ parades, all KKK parades, all white parades, all black parades, all parades, Thanksgiving parades, all Christmas parades, all types of parades. Doesn't matter what parade it is. I'm the mayor. I'll be there. Because you know what else they have at parades? Those little hot dog carts, and I like mine with a little bit of sauerkraut on it.
What are we doing?
I mean, Curtis just wants a hot dog from the parade and see the bluey balloon. You know what I mean? But, Mob Donnie hits us with the 1-2 zinger. Yeah, like, bitch, I don't know. There might be some I go to, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be busy making New York a better place.
Ability to be available to all racial, ethnic, and religious groups.
No, I wouldn't unless they discriminated.
Okay. Mr. Mamdani.
There are many parades that I would not be attending because I'd be focusing on the work of leading this city.
Which parades?
A number of them. I've already missed a number of those parades because I've been trying to speak to as many New Yorkers as possible.
Okay.
I don't have the list of all the parades I've missed.
Wow, that's a lot. A mayor should be going to all parades.
A mayor should be going to all parades. He hates it. He's like trying so hard. He knows Mom Donnie is going to win. And this guy is doing his damned. A mayor should go to all the parades. I mean, it is a straight, I think you should leave sketch. This cannot be real. But I assure you, folks, it 100% is.
Let me ask you this. Are there any parades that don't exist that you think should? Mr. Mamdani?
I haven't thought much about parades, to be honest.
The moderator, this question has to come directly from the moderator.
What are we doing?
She went off script. There's no way this made it onto the official list. This lady is a parade freak, and she's using this platform as an opportunity to, I don't know, maybe get off. Because she's like, now she's saying shit like, are there any parades that don't exist that you would like to see happen in New York City? Yeah, actually, on St. Patrick's Day, I want a parade of leprechauns.
What are we doing?
I don't want anyone over 4 feet tall. I want them all to have red hair and green little costumes on. I want a leprechaun parade. Now that you mention it, thank you. Thank you for asking. As mayor of New York City, I will be instating a yearly, fully funded by the city, using your taxpayer dollars, of course, a leprechaun parade sometime around St. Patrick's Day. Not to be confused with the St. Patrick's Day parade, because I'll be there as well. But if I had to create one, it would be the day after that parade, and it would be a leprechaun-only parade.
What are we doing?
Mr. Cuomo?
I have not thought. I don't even know what parade doesn't exist, frankly.
Could be for anything. Mr. Sliwa?
And Cuomo, by the way, Cuomo doesn't even want to be here. It's like someone is holding a gun to his head backstage. It's like he is so forced. It's like as if it's like a hostage negotiation. I don't know what a parade even is.
Mr. Cuomo?
I have not thought. I don't even know what parade doesn't exist, frankly.
Could be for anything. Mr. Sliwa?
Every
Could be
parade
for anything.
has the right to exist in New York City. I would ask you.
Every parade has rights in New York City,
doing?
whether it's a gay parade, a happy parade, a straight parade, a parade where people are naked, a parade where people get pooped on, a parade where everyone wears the color purple, a Halloween parade, a Thanksgiving parade. Every parade has equal rights in New York City, and that's my motto as your mayor.
What are we doing?
Thank you.
Mr. Mondale, would you protect the Christopher Columbus statues that exist here in the city?
I'm telling you, my focus is
What
on
does that have to
affordability.
do
I'm not
with-
thinking
Well,
about
you're not
statues.
answering the
All right.
question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
He
They're
gave,
not answering the
he
question.
gave the finger
What?
to the Columbus Day
Okay,
statue.
that issue's come up.
That's what we
earlier
call
in
it,
the debate. All right, candidate,
disgraziado.
listen, we're in the last couple of minutes, and we thought
know what
we'd
that
have
means?
some questions.
I mean, it's absolute and utter chaos.
What are we doing?
I mean, the moderator doesn't even know what's going on, because at this point in time, it's like we're going, and then Curtis is like, why are you mad at the statue, bro?
What are we doing?
Hey, Mom Donnie, why do you hate the statue? Can we get to that? Why does Mom Donnie hate the Columbus statue? 2 minutes, go. What are we talking about? It's so funny, dude. So get your money out. Bet on Cauchy right now. Bet on Cauchy, Mob Donnie to win the mayor race of New York City 2025. I think he's got it. You know what else we got? $20 million in diamonds stolen from the Louvre this week.
What are we doing?
It's one of the biggest stories that's like ever come out of Paris, France. I think it's in Paris, right? I don't know. Who gives a shit? The Louvre heist, broad daylight. The thieves literally parked a truck, extended a ladder up the window, cut a circle in the window, popped it out, went in, stole like 20 to 30 to a bunch of shit ton of diamonds that belonged to Napoleon Bonaparte and like his wife and the Queen of England, and just like crazy valuable shit. And apparently, according to sources, the Louvre, like 75% of it, not covered by security cameras. So like no one really even knew until like 10 minutes later that this was actually happening.
What are we doing?
I mean, like, guys, Black Friday's coming. It's Prime Day. Like, go on Prime. You can get a security camera. You can get a 4K Amazon Basic, Wise brand, whatever, pick your poison. 4K right on your phone, right on your tablet. Boom. If there's motion detected, you get a notification. All the Louvre would have had to have done is install like 3 or 4 $30 Wi-Fi cameras. And like, I don't know, they might have been able to stop the robbery.
What are we doing?
In broad daylight. Okay, so naturally, what's happening now is conspiracy theories are spewing in. And the one, of course, naturally, that I'm hearing the most is the one that makes me want to throw up. The conspiracy theory in the Twitter sphere goes as follows. It wasn't a real heist, and it's just marketing and a PR campaign stunt brought to you by the Now You See Me 3 movie.
What are we doing?
People think because in the new Now You See Me 3 movie, that's not about magic at all. It's just about them stealing a diamond. Stick with me. In the new Now You See Me movie, they steal a diamond. All they would have had to have done, literally, all they would have had to have done is park a truck, break a window, and send a fake story to every single news outlet around the world, and it's instantly believable.
What are we doing?
They're showing us some like fuzzy, grainy, maybe security footage of them coming down the ladder. This would have been the easiest and cheapest marketing ploy that anyone has ever pulled off for a movie, period. It's worldwide headlines, viral news. Everyone's talking about it. It's hundreds of millions. And by the way, they can't do anything with the diamonds. If this is a real heist, if it was a real heist, the only thing that they can do with the diamonds is A, either keep them forever, or B, cut them up into a bunch of little teeny tiny diamonds and sell them on an open market or to a bulk buyer or something along those lines. There's no way that they'll be able to sell these pieces as is whole. So they're either A, this was a complete and utter marketing PR viral campaign for the Now You See Me 3 movie, which I doubt. I don't think they're that smart. Or B, one of the best, dumbest, luckiest heist of all time that was probably commissioned by a billionaire somewhere that has the pieces either in a vault or broken down already overseas in 30 different locations.
What are we doing?
So, I mean, naturally, I think the only way to get the diamonds back, if we're going to get these precious gems back, the only person that we can call is National Treasure himself, Nicolas Cage.
What are we doing?
The only person that would actually honestly find the diamonds again is, I mean, the man stole the Declaration of Independence. The man found the treasure of Atlantis. I mean, we're getting a third. Who knows what treasure he's going to find in the third film / documentary, Now You See Me, which I'm pretty, or not Now You See Me, National Treasure, which I'm pretty sure is now greenlit at Disney with Nicolas Cage involved. So booyah, be on the lookout for that. Let's pray that the Four Horsemen had absolutely nothing to do with this Louvre heist. I pray that it's some like mediocre, like they're probably all literally sitting around just in a cabana somewhere on the beach, like just laughing about how they actually pulled it off. They were dropping their flashlights. They dropped a crown. Like they dropped a whole bunch of shit on the way out. They left a vest behind, apparently DNA evidence, whatever the fuck that means. And so like it wasn't a perfect heist, like by any means on their front, but in the sense of actually pulling it off, it seemed to be the perfect job.
What are we doing?
So who knows, man? I love it. I love a heist. You know why I love a heist movie? Because they never leave you hanging. Heist movies always end with them explaining how the heist went down and what we didn't see and like the behind the scenes of it all. And I die. I live for that explanation. I love it when they wrap it up. I love that I know everything that happened from A to Z. Oh, that's how they did it. Perfect. Thank you. A perfect movie in my eyes. It's why I like Prison Break so much. It's why I love a heist movie. And so, you know what I mean? Hey, they just greenlit, I think, Ocean's 14 with Brad Pitt and George Clooney and Matt Damon coming back. So why not use this as material?
What are we doing?
For that movie, you know what I mean? It's been another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast, folks. My name's Levi McCurdy, and I can't thank you so much for rocking with me for another hour. Listen, if you haven't done so, please, if you see a clip, if you see a reel, if you see a short, if you see a TikTok of this face and this podcast, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a repost, a retweet, a share. It doesn't matter. Just hit copy, hit paste, and share with your friends. It's fun. And if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do your best to support the show for free. If you've made it this far, Thank you. We'll be back next week. It's episode 212, babes. Maybe we'll have a little and the 212 and the 212 and the 212. What? Like whatever song that was. You know what I mean? You know what song I'm talking about. Put the song in the end. Let's go out to that song.
What are we doing?
Have a good week, folks. We'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody.